context. $90 kilometers is a long way to be nagging someone to fly at 3,600.
If you feel any turbulence, don't worry, it's normal.
And this silly woman in the back has been nagging me to update her about the cruise altitude. Every time we've had an ATC message. Are we at cruising speed yet? Oh, you departed Courchevel. Reland there? Ah, I see. Gotcha. Oh, you mean the initial flight? Yeah, we actually did the initial medevac flight this evening before doing this one. So, yeah. But thinking we'll do the thing. But I am so thoroughly getting one of the things with Courchevel is and I figured this out the hard way. You've got about 100 meters of actual runway, and then there's another 400 meters of runway going straight down the hill at about it looked like 60 degrees, but it's probably closer to 20 to 30. I took straight off without going down the hill, and figured out I did it. I made it work for the takeoff. I stuck the park brake on.
With you at regular intervals. Normal procedure.
Had all of the brakes set. Started as far back on the runway as possible, and then just banged it. Like full engine mix, full throttle, full prop control, or full prop pitch, and just banged it. And with flaps 1, I was able to get enough lift to be airborne, and then I couldn't quite follow the nav spots because I kept getting to a stall point because I didn't actually pick up the speed from going down the hill, which is clearly the point of the downhill thing, is to get you more speed before you nose up. But once you've done that, once I was airborne and got my speed back, like leveled out, got the speed up, and then maybe I took off just a little bit further the top end of the runway than you. I don't know. Anyway, so then they just let me fly the rest of the way. They were nagging me about not being high enough early enough, but nothing more than that until we got to the landing. And they were like, "You haven't done this. You've missed the message." That shit.
You'll see Georgia, Cosset House has state-of-the-art equipment, everything is planned for your arrival, and the medical crew will take good care of you.
Anyway, you can fang it straight off the ledge, as long as you've got all of your engine stuff set up and you've got flaps 1. I know because I did it. And it gave me all of the nav pattern stuff straight away. I did have to descend a bit slower because I had to get my speed up once I got the um, landing gear and flaps up to get to a point where I had enough airspeed to be able to do the climb. No big deal. And these missions pay well. They are great. Like this one, I'll be getting 40 grand, which will pay for my. I got like 18 for the caution bail on. 40 plus for this. That'll take me to the point where I can actually do my jet license and maybe the firefighting one. You know what? I'm gonna speed us up some. Yeah. Don't need flaps for another.
BP looks good, HR a bit elevated. Let's keep monitoring it.
We're not flying at 29,000 anymore. Yeah, I actually had a look at a video earlier about aircraft leasing economics and aviation aircraft backed securities. If you ever are thinking about starting an airline, probably worth having a look at that. Basically, sort of talk through the different financial models about how aircraft leasing makes life a lot easier for airlines. In particular,
Okay, we have an email here.
In particular, talking about the different leasing models like lease to buy, lease to release, those sorts of things. And whether you have the airline buy the aircraft and then sell it to the leasing.
Hold on, you're doing great, Georgia. We'll make sure you're ASAP.
Or whether you sell the whether you have the leasing company buy the aircraft and then lease it to you, and then what gets built into the lease. You build in your servicing. You build in your if it's a third-party servicing plan, probably harder to build in the third-party servicing company into your cost base for the lease because the leasing company would want to actually guarantee that they're reputable.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 6 1 3 contact. OK approach on 125.4. Good day.
(125.4) for Speedbird India Mike Sierra 6 1 tree. Oki approach Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree 3,700 feet.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree. Oki approach QNH 101 tree. Continue to IOK 74 as planned.
Yeah, so there's quite a few different models around that. So like if you're actually getting the aircraft manufacturer to pay for the for doing the servicing, then obviously the financial modeling looks a lot different.
Sorry to bother you. I'm gonna check your eyes with my pen lamp here. Fine. You can close them now if you feel it helps.
They've done a good job with rendering the medbay config with the cockpit. Can't complain about that. That way. The autopilot on this has been a bit funky, I'm going to admit. Looks like a really nice plane to fly. A little expensive for my taste in the $4.9 million price range. We actually have a look at
How bad is
video
your
that
right now? On a scale of 1 to 10.
talked
Error,
about
no variable found with this name. If you hear me, squeeze my finger. 1 is a yes, 2 is a no.
Welcome to our comprehensive review of
actually talked about the capabilities and gave a rundown of pricing and maintenance models and that sort of thing available for the PC-12. Nice act. I'm not going to debate. Not a G1000 cockpit. It's Honeywell system instead, which is a little
Georgia, we're starting our descent. Everything will be okay.
But yeah. Honestly, pretty cool. If I had like 10 million sitting in the bank to pay for an aircraft, that's ever likely to happen. But hey, sometimes it just does despite expectations. But on the for instance that I do have that kind of money lying around, I would probably actually get a Diamond Air 62. Yeah, 62 is such a nice air. almost flies itself. If you added the Cirrus Autoland package to it, it'd have everything. Real deal. Obviously not quite the same range or altitude capabilities as this one. Goes to 19,000 comfortably though, or FL190. The AVP. And decent performer. Not an aircraft with a fancy air about it. But you want to go from A to B, and that A to B includes rough strips, tarmac, what it, and everything in between. We'll get to that. Good little bird. Okay, I am going
autopilot.
We're going to pull down to 160.
Careful with your maneuvers. You have a patient on board.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree. You are 8 miles northwest of Oki. Contact Oki Tower on 120.1 when inbound.
Tower on 120.1 Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree. Oki Tower Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree 8 miles northwest inbound ILS Zulu runway 14 approach.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree Oki Tower. QNH 1014 cleared ILS Zulu runway 14 approach.
Cleared ILS Zulu runway 14 approach Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree 1052 at 8. Cleared to land runway 14.
Speed.
Damn you.
Speed.
Relax. That's
Speed.
135 indicated airspeed.
Speed.
The flaps
Speedbird
too.
India Mike Sierra 61 Tree acknowledge last transmission.
Cleared to land runway 14 Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 Tree.
135 flaps too. We're way too slow anyway.
Patient prepped for landing. Let's keep touchdown smooth as possible, Captain.
Yeah.
Flight has really weakened her. We'll be landing soon, Jack.
Well, maybe, Doc, you shouldn't have flown her halfway across the frickin' country. Maybe you should have just flown her to the nearest capital city where they have nearest capital city doctors. Instead of spending 2.5 hours at 290. Some of the scripts in this game
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree exit runway when
I
able.
know, Georgia. A bumpy landing, but just a short
Oh,
ride
come
through
on.
turbulence before you're at the hospital.
That was pretty good. Little bit of a hop. Nothing too serious. Not like I smashed the gears.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree exit runway when able.
Yeah, I'd love to. Just give me an exit and I'll take it. Here we go. We got one.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree turn next taxiway.
Got it. I swear this game is...
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree contact ground on 121.9er.
It does make me cranky.
Going to 121.9 Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree.
Yesterday I was doing a flight offline. I say offline, I mean not on screen. And I landed the flight.
Okie ground Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree request taxi to parking.
Really good landing. Really good landing.
Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Mike Cross runway tree 2 Bravo Cross runway 27 Charlie Delta Foxtrot.
I wish they wouldn't do that either.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Mike Cross runway tree 2 Bravo Cross runway 27 Charlie Delta Foxtrot Speedbird India Mike Sierra 61 tree.
Yeah. Yeah, have a look at where they want me to park. They want to send me all the way back out onto the runway. Taxi back along the runway. Okay, I mean, and fair enough if that's where they want to park. But if they ding me for entering a runway without permission, I'm going to be so cross. Going to give me clearance? Can I ask for clearance? Ground services. Clearance. Oh, can't. Alright. If you ding me for this, people are going to be in trouble. Anyway, so yesterday, landed this flight out in this bush strip out in the middle of nowhere. And the taxi I'm zero thrust. Don't have. Do it. do. On. Got all the shit turned down as much as I can, other than riding the brake. Fuck you. What are all these things? Don't need the your damn. Don't even know what that is. That's like. We certainly do not need autopilot on. Turn that off earlier. Anyway, getting back to the story. Landed, bush strip, in a tail drag. And for me, landing a tail drag is a small miracle. I suck at that. It's the graphics too. Anyway. If you look at the door handle, there's this sort of red and black bullshit. Flying past my airplane. I do not have CFD turned on. Like some lensing, sure. That much lensing, that's awesome. Anyway, so they've given me the taxi ribbon. Straight over a pile of rocks, through two trees. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? Okay, maybe those rocks are just visual. Maybe there's no actual surface modeling on them, and I can just taxi through them. Nope. Wheel up on the first rock. I let the wheel drop back and decide, okay, now I'm going to try and turn the aircraft around. Of course, the wing touches, not smashes, touches one of the trees. You've crashed the aircraft. Oh, I was so cranky. And the rep damage from that took me from just below an A all the way down to middle of C, halfway between B. I was roped. You could not have made me any more points. That was a rage quit moment. Didn't rage quit the whole thing. I know they're working stuff out, but the sooner they figure that sort of shit out, Emma will be a happy. I'm assuming they've told me to cross this runway. And I won't get dinged for entering a runway without permission. Speeding. Again. Literally riding the brake here. Oh, plus this flight they've already had me marked as crashing it. Still going to take the money, but I'm going to take a huge rep hit. So, what was I doing wrong? I don't know. It just crashed me back to the continue of the mission, the restart, like, picking up where we left off, and said, sorry, you crashed. What the? Stable flight. Might have been going a little bit fast. Had auto throttle on, set to 0.47, which was the cruising altitude showing in the FMS. Stable flight, cruising at 29,000. Sorry, you crashed. What the giddy godfather? My dad.
Great job,
Bing.
Captain. Our patient will get treatment on time thanks to you.
Okay. On of course, I entered the taxiway without having my taxi. It did have my landing line. Smoke up now. Look at this lensing. It's stupid. Like if there was actual gas diffusion, like actual steam coming off, that would make sense. Anyway, let's see what happened here. Well, they've given me a B for the flight. And nothing for anything else. So my rep's going to go to shit. Great. Very excited by that. 55% for that. This is literally on the border of stalling out. Well, 50,000 credits. I'm not going to sneeze. But look at this. Ah! Oh! That makes me super cranky. Reputation D? Oh. Oh no. Curses. At least I will be no. Score airplane missions with passengers A or above. Wonderful. It's gonna happen. Charter service. At least I've opened up Southeast Queensland a bit, Northern New South Wales. Really wish they'd open up the areas that you've flown over as well as the destinations. That would be nice. But I guess Vegas, Massachusetts. Let's have a look at what this gets us. Jet engine rating 30,000. Turboprop 50. I can't believe that's 50. So I've got 65. I could do the scoop endorsement and the jet engine. Or I could do the turboprop. But I don't want to fly turboprop airlines, generally speaking. I want to go straight to jet. Oh well. Maybe I fly 5 more of these missions and we get this insurance is killing me. I've got to admit. If I sold my 172, I could probably buy an X Cub. But X Cubs are tail wheelers, so fuck no. There's literally nothing else I could buy except another second-hand Skyhawk. Oh, well, chat, this has been a whole thing. Manage aircraft, insurance. Currently, 13,000 flight hours. I think that makes more sense. Still get the salvage coverage, crash coverage 45%. I can live with now that we're making 50,000 of emission for employee jobs. Miserable. Yeah, no worries, Nelly. I'm actually at the point where I was going to rate out anyway, so thanks for being here, and thanks for stopping by and saying good day. Hope you have had a wonderful day yourself, and that you have a wonderful sleep. Thanks for being here. So let's see who is online, and we might go introduce people to some new friendos. Oh, Mick's on. Yeah. Yeah, we don't get to see Mick often. Mick's a mate who is a co-mod in another channel that I moderate for. Oi, Mick's fault. Really, really lovely bloke. Soul of the earth.
Is that it? Really? What, back on the bike, or do we have to go on foot? No, I'm going on bike. Oh, you son of a bitch! You fucking... I swear to God, you're evil.
It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah.
He doesn't stream often because he's got some pretty severe illness issues. I don't think he'd mind me saying that, but it's always a lovely thing to see him on. So, hope you all have a lovely evening. Go follow Mick. He's one of nature's genuine gentlemen. And show him some love, because he's the kind of guy who, despite all of the shit he's suffering with his own stuff, only wants to spread joy and happiness and good vibes to everyone else. So let's go. We'll do a bit of cheeky doof music that we made the other night to take us out while we're on the raid.
Ready. Listen. Hey.